While waiting for my future bride to walk down the aisle, my best man grabbed me and said, "I can't let you do this." His grip was firm, his face pale. The music had just started and guests were standing. For a second, I thought he was joking. Tanner had a habit of teasing me at the worst possible moments, but there was no humor in his eyes. "What are you talking about?" I hissed. He shook his head. "You can't marry her. Not right now. You need to come with me, please." I felt my chest tighten. The pastor glanced at us, confused, and the pianist faltered mid-note. Everyone was staring. "What's going on?" I whispered, already sweating. Tanner leaned closer. "It's about Rhea. Just come. You'll understand." I didn't know what he meant, but I saw real fear in his eyes. I couldn't ignore that. My brain raced. What could possibly be wrong? Was she hurt? I nodded once and followed him out a side door, heart pounding so hard I could hear it. We hurried down the hallway toward the dressing rooms. "Tell me what's going on," I demanded. Tanner didn't answer right away. "You just need to see it for yourself," he said. "She's not in her room." That stopped me cold. "What do you mean she's not in her room?" "She was supposed to be getting ready 15 minutes ago," he said breathlessly. "But when the photographer went to check, she was gone. Her phone's still there. Her bouquet's on the counter, but she just disappeared." I stumbled to keep up with him. "You think she ran off?" He didn't reply, and the silence was answer enough. The thought hit me like a punch. The guests waiting, the music playing, my parents smiling in the front row. Everything we'd planned for months seemed like it was all about to collapse. We burst into the bridal suite. It was empty, the chair was overturned, and a few makeup brushes were scattered across the floor. Her phone buzzed on the vanity, lighting up with a call from her mom. "She wouldn't just leave," I said, my voice shaking. "Something's wrong." Tanner nodded. "That's what I thought. Look at this." He pointed at a small white envelope on the counter. It was addressed to me. I tore it open, half expecting the words, "I'm sorry," or "I can't do this." But instead it said, "Don't come looking for me. I need to take care of something first. Please trust me." I stared at the note. It didn't sound like panic, but what could possibly make her walk out minutes before our wedding? Tanner paced. "We've got to find her. If she's in trouble, she's not in trouble," I said automatically, but I wasn't sure I believed it. We ran to the parking lot. Her car was still there. My brain was racing through every possible explanation. Cold feet, family emergency, some secret she never told me. Then Tanner's phone buzzed. He checked it and froze. "You're not going to like this." He turned the screen toward me. It was a security camera photo from the hotel lobby next door, sent by one of the groomsmen who worked there. It showed Rhea walking out the front door with a man. "He's wearing a suit," Tanner said quietly. "You think she's—" "Don't say it," I snapped, even though the thought had already formed. We sprinted to the hotel, my tuxedo shoes slipping on the sidewalk. My mind was a storm of anger, fear, and confusion all at once. What if she'd been seeing someone else this whole time? What if I'd been blind to it? We found the front desk clerk, showed him the photo. He nodded. "Yeah, they just left about 10 minutes ago. Looked like they were in a hurry." "Do you know where they went?" "Parking lot, I think." I turned to Tanner. "I have to find her." As we ran toward the parking lot, I spotted the car. Our family car. Rhea was standing beside it, arguing with the man from the photo. "Rhea!" I shouted. She turned, startled. Her eyes widened, and she immediately ran toward me. "Ryan! Oh my God, you weren't supposed to come!" I grabbed her shoulders. "What's happening? Who is that?" She took a shaky breath. "That's my brother, Sam." I blinked. "You don't have a brother." Her eyes filled with tears. "I didn't. Not until this morning." Through broken words, she explained. Her mother had just confessed that she'd given up a son for adoption before Rhea was born. The man had tracked her down and shown up at the church, desperate to talk before she got married, afraid he'd never get another chance. "I couldn't just walk down the aisle knowing he was outside waiting for me," she said, "but I didn't want to ruin the ceremony. I just needed a few minutes to meet him." The truth hit me, and everything that had seemed like betrayal was something entirely different. No running away or cold feet, just family, suddenly rewritten. We brought Sam inside, and for the first time, Rhea's mother saw her son. She cried so hard she could barely stand. Guests peeked from the pews, whispering, but soon the whispers turned to smiles. An hour later, after everything settled, the ceremony began again. When Rhea finally walked down the aisle, she had tears in her eyes, and so did I. When the pastor said, "If anyone knows any reason these two should not be joined in marriage," Tanner whispered behind me, "Don't worry, I'm keeping my mouth shut this time." Everyone laughed, tension broken. Later that night, during the reception, Rhea and I danced while her newfound brother clumsily tried to learn the steps nearby. It felt surreal, like the universe had paused our wedding just long enough to make room for something bigger. As we left the hall, hand in hand, I noticed the envelope she'd written earlier sticking out of her purse. "You still have that note?" I asked. She smiled. "I kept it as a reminder." I laughed. "A reminder that you almost gave me a heart attack?" "No," she said softly. "A reminder that sometimes before forever begins, life throws in one last surprise." The next morning, Tanner texted me a photo of the groomsmen cleaning up the church, with Sam in the background wearing my tuxedo jacket. The caption read, "Your